I hope Mommy and Daddy get married soon.
Okay, I promise you.
Roy, who are they?
Oh, let me introduce them. This is my first love, Elena Wendo. This is my precious daughter, Nina.
Daddy, what about Mommy and me?
Wait a moment. Sign the divorce papers. Don't ruin my daughter's birthday.
Do you even realize that today is also Talia's birthday? Is this your surprise for her? Roy, you never told me you had another family.
Jane, I stopped loving you a long time ago. Look at Elena. Then look at yourself. You look worn out every day. You never dress up. When I see your face now, I just feel disgusted.
Mommy did her best to look after the family. She never bought makeup and used the money to buy you clothes. How can you do this to her?
Talia, I'm the one supporting you. So keep your mouth shut.
Roy, I'll sign the divorce papers, but Talia must stay with me.
Like you can afford that. Fine by me. This way, I won't even have to raise her.
You'll regret this someday.
Mommy, I eat very little and don't spend much money. As long as I'm with you, I'm not afraid of hardship.
Silly girl, I'll never let you suffer. I never told you this, but I'm actually from a wealthy family. Your granddad is a tycoon. Money won't ever be a problem.
Really?
Of course.
Miss Stone, Miss Talia, sorry for the wait. Please get in the car.
Mommy, where are we going?
Back to our big mansion, of course.
Mommy is actually a rich heiress? She even has a personal driver. If Daddy knew, he'd definitely regret it. Wow. Mommy, this is such a big house. Is this really ours?
Of course. Didn't I tell you? I'm a wealthy heiress after all. Let's go. It's been a while since anyone lived here, so it's kind of dusty. Once I clean it, it will be like new.
What's this?
Talia, come here.
Coming!
Talia, I've been too busy to celebrate your birthday, and I couldn't even get a cake today. I'll make it up to you tomorrow.
It's okay, Mommy. This is the most memorable and special birthday. I love it.
Talia, do you blame me for your daddy not being around?
Mommy, I have you, and that's enough. I just wish for your health and happiness forever.
Thank you, Talia. Talia, I'll take you to school.
Mommy, didn't you say our family has lots of cars and several drivers? The school is so far. Why are we riding a bike?
I may be a rich heiress, but we have to keep a low profile. Riding a bike is great. It's eco-friendly and it's good exercise too.
Oh, I see.
Come on. Hold me tight. Sit well. Let's go.
Mommy, am I heavy? Are you tired? If you're tired, I can get off and walk for a bit.
I'm not tired at all. Sit tight. I'm speeding up now. Talia, I'll head back first. I'll pick you up after school.
Okay, bye, Mommy.
Bye.
Daddy, Mommy!
Sweetheart, was school tiring today?
4 plus 1, 2, 3.
So damn loud. Get out of here! Hit!
Talia!
Ay!
Roy! What the hell is wrong with you?
How dare you raise your voice at me? Yeah? Jane. I must have lost my mind. I believe that fortune teller. You said you'd bring me luck. Now my luck keeps getting worse. This is all your fault.
In the past, I thought Daddy just didn't like daughters. Turns out he just didn't like me and Mommy.
Talia.
Let go of me! Let go!
What are you doing here? Did you follow me here? To ask for money? Talia, listen carefully. Your mom and I are divorced, so stop bothering me.
Jane signed the divorce papers back then without hesitation. Is she regretting it now?
Too late. She didn't hesitate when she signed, did she?
What's going on with this kid?
They're in family dirty laundry at school now?
Daddy, you've misunderstood. I didn't come here to see you.
Did your mom hear that I have a promotion, so she sent you to pester me?
My mommy is rich. We don't lack money at all.
Your mom grew up in an orphanage. She has no parents. Rich? Did Jane lose her mind after the divorce?
Roy, I actually feel sorry for that kid. Just give her some money and send her away. Our time is valuable.
Here. Stop bothering me.
I'm not lying, and Mommy isn't sick. We really live in a big mansion.
A mansion? Your mom is dirt poor. How could she afford a mansion? I think she looks more like a housekeeper.
Talia, you're so young. Why are you such a liar? Roy makes 7 figures a year, but Nina doesn't even call herself rich. Your mom doesn't even have a proper job, and she dares to brag about being wealthy. I'm honestly worried about your future. Kids shouldn't hang out with someone who lies all the time. They might corrupt others.
I even saw Talia's mom riding a bike to bring her to school today.
A bike? If she were rich, why doesn't she drive a luxury car? She's so young yet already so vain. A kid like this, it's bad news for the school.
Yeah,
How could that happen? What is she doing?
I'm not lying. We really live in a mansion and have a lot of cars. Mommy rides a bike to stay healthy.
Talia, be quiet. Don't embarrass yourself here. I feel ashamed for your mom.
Sir, Talia never lies. Next week, the school is hosting a student award ceremony. Talia will go on stage as the top student representative for the elementary school.
A top student representative? You've all been fooled by Talia. If they really could afford a mansion, I would be a tycoon. I know Jane very well. When we divorced, she didn't even have 2,000. She's no rich heiress.
Next time, don't play with her, or you'll pick up bad habits.
Let's go home.
Let's go.
Look, tell your mom that being poor isn't bad, but pretending to be rich, it's unacceptable. Talia, you're still young. Don't go down the wrong path like your mom.
Silly girl, I'll never let you suffer. I never told you this, but I'm actually from a wealthy family. Your granddad is a tycoon. We don't lack money.
Mommy, didn't you say our family has lots of cars and several drivers? The school is so far. Why are we cycling there?
I may be a rich heiress, but we have to keep a low profile. Riding a bike is great. It's eco-friendly and it's good exercise too.
Mommy would never lie to me.
Talia! Are you okay? Who bullied my precious daughter?
It's so weird. Why did Mommy ride a bike to pick me up?
Jane! Whose car is this?
Who else? It's mine, of course.
Talia's mom is doing better than I thought after the divorce. Talia is so lucky to live with her.
Wow! Miss Stone, my dad said this car is super expensive. I didn't know you're really rich. Can I come and play at your mansion someday?
Of course. You're Talia's classmate. You're always welcome.
You can't even afford a single wheel on this car. How could this Rolls Royce be yours? Jane, are you hiding something from me?
Talia, get in the car first. We're divorced. I don't have to explain anything to you.
Mommy, when can we buy a mansion?
Soon. Jane, stop pretending. Without a husband, how could you afford a mansion?
You're the one to talk. Do you want others to know you're a homewrecker or that Roy cheated while we were married?
Jane, stop right there. Who's the homewrecker? You...
An apple doesn't fall far from the tree. A daughter raised by a woman who destroys someone else's family. For it turned out well. We should stay away from people like that. Go.
What's going on?
That car can't be Jane's. During the divorce, she was penniless. How could she afford a Rolls Royce? She's definitely pretending to be rich, renting luxury cars to show off. When she spends everything, I won't give her a single cent, even if she begs me on her knees.
Mommy, is this really our car?
Of course it's ours. Talia, we have a lot of luxury cars. They're all parked in the garage. Good thing I drove today. Or Roy and Elena might have bullied you. Talia, if they ever bully you again, you must tell me. I'll handle it for you.
Understood. But, Mommy, when can I meet Granddad?
He's still overseas buying companies. He'll be back soon, I promise.
Then I should prepare a gift for him. Granddad is a billionaire. He can afford everything he needs. Perhaps I'll give him my award from next week's ceremony.
Perfect. He'll be so proud to see how excellent you are.
Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to attend our award ceremony for outstanding students.
Mommy, aren't you coming?
I'm sorry, Talia. Something urgent came up. I won't make it today.
It's okay, Mommy. I'll be fine here.
Now, the student I want to commend is the top representative of the elementary school, Talia Stone.
She doesn't deserve this award.
Talia was elected by teachers and students as an outstanding representative. Any objections?
A student full of lies and vanity can't be called outstanding. She pretends to be rich and sets a bad example, flaunting wealth among classmates. She's a disgrace to the school.
When have I ever lied?
Exactly. Talia's family is actually rich, and the car they drove was very expensive.
Her mom isn't a wealthy heiress. Which heiress would go around picking up trash in the streets? Just take a look.
Mommy? Mommy, when I'm at school, what do you usually do at home?
I usually go shopping, buy clothes, or visit the company to check on work. Life's pretty easy.
Talia, tell me, would a rich heiress pick up bottles or wash dishes? Would a rich heiress do hard labor? You and your mom are just pretending to be rich.
Talia, your mom didn't come to the award ceremony today. Is she out picking up bottles again?
No, those photos are fake.
Talia, stop making excuses. Nina posted these photos for your own good. You already lie to show off. Who knows what you might do next? Will you steal or rob? You need a lesson to understand what's wrong. Mr. Jones, honesty, integrity, Clear judgment and perseverance are the school's motto. Talia's behavior seriously affects the school environment. She should be expelled.
Daddy, I'm not lying.
Talia, it's your mother's vanity that's to blame. She taught you to lie. People like you influence other students to go down the wrong path. Wouldn't you agree, fellow parents?
That's right. My son is always thinking about buying luxury cars.
My daughter wants to live in a mansion. If you were really rich, it'd be fine. However, pretending to be rich is disgusting. She should be expelled.
I believe Talia. Since no one else believes you, why don't you take us to your house? If you can prove you really live in a mansion, Nina won't dare to bother you again.
Fine, Talia. You said your family lives in a mansion, right? Then take us there and prove it. Also, have your mom drive us too. However, that Rolls Royce your mom rented last time cost a fortune. She probably can't afford to rent another now.
Mommy always says we're rich, but ever since the divorce, she hasn't bought a single new outfit. The furniture in the mansion is old and peeling. Is this really the life of a rich heiress? Or did Mommy just make up a lie so I wouldn't worry? I can't take you to my house right now.
Talia, are you hiding something? Either take us to your house today, or leave the school.
No way.
Talia, since everyone doubts you, just show us. Think of it as a home visit. If Talia isn't lying, everyone must apologize to her in front of the whole school.
Even Mr. Jones is going. Talia, once your lies are exposed, let's see which school will accept you next.
Talia, I feel so sorry that you have a mom who lies. What will you do with a life like that?
I'm not lying. Everything I said is true. The real liar is you. You told Mommy you'd love her forever, yet you had a child with someone else. You hurt Mommy. You're the biggest liar.
Kid, what nonsense are you spouting?
You're full of lies. Did your mom teach you any manners?
Daddy, Mommy, don't waste your time with her. Once we get to her place, I'm afraid she won't be able to say a word.
Wow, Talia, your house is huge.
Huge. So what? Can't you see how old it is? I bet it's abandoned. I bet she and her mom just picked some random house to fool everyone.
Trying to warn your mom now?
What's this? Didn't you rehearse this there first? Are you afraid you'll get exposed now?
If they see the old furniture, they'll make fun of Mommy. What if she gets hurt? I don't care if they mock me or no one wants to play with me. I just don't want Mommy to be sad. Mommy cried so many times when no one was watching. I can't let her cry again. I forgot my keys. Wait!
Jane, stop pretending.
Don't open the door! What's going on?
Huh? Miss Talia, you're back.
Talia, I saw that painting online. They said a mysterious billionaire bought it for $20 million. I didn't expect that billionaire was your mom.
This crystal chandelier has to be at least $5 million. Talia's mom really is a wealthy heiress.
This is the kind of mansion I could only dream of. Why does Talia get to live like this?
Mr. Zink, we've seen the mansion. It looks like you may have misjudged Talia. All of you owe her an apology.
That's right. Talia and her mom have suffered enough from your betrayal. And now you're trying to expel Talia from school? You're too much.
No, this can't be right. Oh, I get it now. Jane must be working here as a housekeeper. She probably bribed the staff to put on this whole act.
Yes, that's it. They're probably squatting here while the real owners are away.
Talia, lying to teachers and classmates is bad enough. But stealing someone else's house, that's a crime.
This is my home.
If this is your home, why isn't your mom here? I'll call the police now, so the real owner can sue you.
I'm the owner. Who do you want me to sue? I'm the owner. Who do you want me to sue? Wow, Talia, your mom is beautiful.
Mommy!
I'm sorry, Talia. I got held up and couldn't come to school to see you receive your award.
It's okay, Mommy. I'll keep working hard and aim for another award next year.
Jane, what are you doing here?
This is my home. Why can't I be here? What about you? Did you show up here with the owner's permission?
You...
Sorry about this, Miss Stone. Talia's background has always been questioned, and the award ceremony was interrupted because of it. This visit is to prove that Talia didn't lie.
That's right, Miss Stone. Some people just can't stand seeing others with money, so they spread malicious rumors.
Since Talia didn't lie, all of you owe her and her mom an apology.
Jane, this mansion can't possibly be yours. You grew up in an orphanage. You have no connections or a job. Renting a place is tough for you, let alone owning a mansion. Be honest, who really owns this house?
Roy, I've already told you, I'm a genuine heiress. I may not have the money myself, but my dad does. Why can't you believe that?
If you were really a wealthy heiress, would you have to survive by picking up trash and washing dishes? This is all a lie. This is all a lie.
Roy is right. How could a rich person stoop to slumming it? Are you saying the person in the photo isn't you?
That's me. But what does that have anything to do with the fact that I'm rich? I was separated from my family as a child and ended up in an orphanage. I suffered and learned to live frugally, and I never unlearned it. In your eyes, is thriftiness a sin?
Most people change after getting rich. You didn't. That's truly admirable.
Even the rich enjoy simple meals. Some people can buy class, no matter how rich they are. True nobility comes from the soul, not wealth.
Don't let yourselves be fooled by her lies. Jane, I know you're upset that Roy got promoted to managerial position at Jensen Group. That's why you pretend to be a wealthy heir, to try to show us up. But the truth always comes out.
Roy is now a manager at Jensen Group?
Indeed. The chairman, Mr. Jensen, values me greatly. Last night, they told me I'm being transferred to headquarters. I'll keep moving up the ranks for sure.
It seems Dad still doesn't know I divorced him. That's why he's letting Roy.
Jane, you did all this to get my attention, right? You want to remarry, right? Let me tell you something. We're never getting remarried.
We're happy as a family. You should forget about those thoughts and leave Roy alone.
You're the only one who fawns over him. I don't get it. What's so great about Roy? What made you endure nearly 10 years as his mistress? If I'm not mistaken, Nina was off the books for a decade until after our divorce. How could someone do that to a child? Roy sure treats you and your daughter well.
It's all your fault.
Oh, come on. Jane, stop stirring things up. Now I work at one of the top companies in the world. My future's looking bright. I'll make sure to make it up to them. As for you two, I'll expose your lies.
Mr. Zink, this mansion really belongs to Miss Stone. Do you still not believe she's from a rich family?
Obviously I don't. This mansion is clearly not hers.
Mr. Zink, you need proof to back up your words. Even if you have a conflict with Miss Stone, you can't keep slandering her. That's just wrong.
Mr. Jones, I'm just looking out for the school and the kids. I don't want the kids picking up Talia's vain and materialistic ways. Jane, didn't you say this mansion is yours? Show us the deed, then. Let's see if your name is on it.
That's right. Show us the deed.
Could this mansion not be ours?
The deed isn't with me right now.
Of course you don't have the deed. This mansion isn't yours.
They can come in and out freely. How could this mansion not be theirs?
Before we came in, I asked a friend to check. The owner's last name is Wagner. Even though they moved out years ago, they've had a top butler look after it. You claim this mansion is yours. Does the real owner know?
What's going on? Didn't Miss Stone say this mansion was hers?
Miss Stone, what's really going on here?
Mommy?
This mansion belonged to Mr. Wagner. But I already bought it from him. Soon, the ownership will be transferred to my name.
Jane, I never knew you were so good at acting. Your lies have already been exposed, and you still have the nerve to keep making things up. But soon, you'll be exposed for who you really are.
What are you talking about?
I've already had a friend contact the butler. He'll be here soon. If he finds out you sneaked into this place and put on this whole act just to satisfy your vanity, do you think he'll call the police and have you arrested?
I'm the owner. Who do you want me to sue?
Jane, enough with the tough talk. You should just apologize to Roy and back down. He knows a lot of powerful people. Perhaps he can put in a good word for you. Otherwise, if you end up with a sentence of 8 to 10 years, what will happen to Talia?
If Talia's mom goes to jail, Talia must be expelled. I don't want to be in the same school as a criminal's daughter. That would be humiliating.
My mommy isn't going to prison.
Don't blame me for not warning you. You brought this on yourselves. Even if you get on your knees and beg me later, I won't help you.
What's going on? What's going on? You're the butler, right? I heard someone sneaked in, stirred trouble, and made a mess of the place. I'm here to deal with it.
She's the one you're after. She didn't just sneak in. She's even claiming to own this place. That's no different from robbery.
Exactly. This mansion is worth a fortune, and there are priceless collectibles in here. Any one of them is worth tens of millions. Sir, you'd better do a full inventory. Make sure nothing's missing.
Good point. I really need to watch out for shady folks.
Could this be a misunderstanding?
What misunderstanding? This butler works for the owner of this place. Jane's lies have been completely exposed. Mr. Jones, like mother, like daughter. But a school's reputation, you should definitely expel Talia.
Roy, how could you? Talia's your biological daughter. Do you really hate us so much?
What do you think? All these years, you two have done nothing but hold me back. Since our divorce, my life and career have both taken off. Clearly, Nina and Ellie bring me good fortune. You two bring nothing but bad luck. Sir, have security deal with them.
The security's here. But they're detaining you. Detain them.
Let go of my mommy!
Miss Stone, Miss Talia, I'm sorry for letting this happen.
What? Say it again?
You've got the wrong people. They're the thieves.
Shut it. Miss Stone owns the mansion. You barged in and made a scene. Even accused Miss Stone.
She's the owner? That's impossible.
Roy, it's time you paid up. Mr. Jones, Didn't he promise to apologize to Talia if her story checked out?
Yes, he did.
Apologize to Talia.
Jane, I don't know what tricks you're up to, but I won't apologize to her!
That photo frame was worth at least 1 million, and you just broke it. Roy, if you don't apologize to Talia today, be ready to pay for it.
1 million for that shabby frame? Do you take me for a fool?
You dare question Miss Stone? If you don't believe her, get an expert to appraise it. But by then, an apology alone won't make up.
This mesh is full of priceless collectibles. $1 million for a photo frame wouldn't be surprising.
What's Jane playing at this time? What if it really is worth 1 million?
If you don't apologize today, pay up. Brian, send them to the police station.
Wait! I'll apologize.
Roy, you think Talia's worthless, don't you? Well, I'll make sure you apologize to her.
Talia, I'm sorry.
I used to dream that Daddy would treat me and Mommy better, but he only cares about them. I don't accept your apology. From now on, I won't expect anything from you.
You drag them out. I don't want to see them again.
Take them away.
Jane, just you wait.
Let go! Let go!
Let go!
Talia, this honor is all yours. It also reflects the approval of everyone at school.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. I'll keep working hard.
As for Nina, her actions at school today will be officially addressed. We have matters to attend to, so we'll return to school now.
Take care.
Talia, I'll come find you next time.
Mommy, did the photo frame really cost 1 million?
I lied to him. If it were truly worth that much, I'd have forced him to pay.
What about this house and the furniture in it? Did it belong to us?
Of course.
But I saw you collecting bottles and working at a restaurant. Mommy, even if we're poor, it's okay. I'll study hard. When I grow up, I'll take care of you. I don't want you working so hard.
Talia, I admit, I did lie at first. I rented this mansion back then, so you wouldn't worry.
Mommy, we're out of money. Will we starve? All because of something I blurted out. Mommy worked all day at the restaurant, collected bottles at night, and juggled so many part-time jobs.
But Talia, now the lies have become the truth. You really do have a very wealthy granddad. I'm telling the truth this—
Really? But what's actually going on?
I didn't show up this morning because someone came here to look for me. Are you saying my dad is Stephen Jensen, the chairman of Jensen Group? I only recently created this heiress identity, and someone has already come looking for me today. Could he be a scammer?
Please take a look. I double-checked everything before coming to you. The floral bracelet you're wearing was given to you by the late Mrs. Jensen.
Late Mrs. Jensen? My mom passed away?
Yes. She died of illness 5 years ago. The final wish was to find you. Mr. Jensen has been searching for you. He only received news of you recently. He's overseas now and desperately wants to reunite.
I miss him too. But my daughter hasn't started her break yet. I don't want her missing school.
That's fine. Mr. Jensen will be back next week. Miss Jensen, since you don't want to move to a larger estate, we'll simply acquire this place. After that, we'll replace all the furniture.
Oh, I get it now. That's great, Mommy. You have one more person who loves you now.
Thank you, sweetheart. Your granddad loves you too.
By the way, Mommy, Daddy's being transferred to headquarters. Does it mean Granddad still doesn't know you're divorced?
Roy only knows how to scheme and cut corners. He'll lose what isn't his, sooner or later. He's full of himself. As the Jensen Group manager, I'll make sure he loses everything.
How is Jane suddenly so rich? Roy, you didn't give them money behind my back, did you?
I'd never give him a single cent. Do you really think Jane owns that mansion?
If it isn't hers, Why would the butler help her?
They're obviously sleeping together. Jane really has no shame when money's involved. That butler is a nobody. What future could he possibly offer? Talk about bad luck today. I actually got played by her.
I'm so mad!
What's wrong?
Talia completely stole the spotlight at school today, and I got publicly criticized by the principal. Everyone was watching. It was humiliating. Why? Why aren't we staying in a mansion? Why am I not a wealthy heiress?
Nina, I've already joined Jensen. As soon as Mr. Jensen notices me, we'll get a mansion of our own.
Really?
Of course. I'm sorry that you had to go through that today. Tomorrow, come with me to headquarters. I'll show you how impressive the company is.
Okay.
Dad, I want to start from the ground up.
No way. You've suffered all these years. I can't let you start at the bottom.
I want to learn from the beginning.
Okay, then. I'll be back on Monday. I'll host a welcome home party for you and Talia.
Granddad, do we need invitations?
Oh, come on. The party is for you two. Why would you need invitations? But Talia, if you want an invitation, I'll send you a special one.
Thank you, Granddad.
Dad, I'm heading to the office now. Bye.
Steve, it's been warmed up.
Okay. It's been over 20 years. I finally found Rachel. It seems the good deed I've done all these years weren't in vain.
Though Steve adopted me as a child, he wouldn't let me call him Dad. Rachel, if you hadn't appeared, I would have inherited all of the Jensen family's assets. Why must you ruin everything? No, I won't let you take everything from me.
Talia, I'll go sort out my work registration. Wait here, okay?
Okay.
Glad to have you with us, Mr. Zing.
I heard this new manager was parachuted in. He's also related to Mr. Jensen. If you get into his good graces, promotions and raises are guaranteed.
No kidding. The team leader is already sucking up to him.
Mr. Zing, despite your low profile, we all know you were personally appointed by Mr. Jensen. With your guidance, our department is bound to improve.
Mr. Zing, I heard you're related to Mr. Jensen. Could you be his son-in-law?
I've never even met Steve, yet they actually think I'm related to him. If that's the case, I might as well take advantage of it. Quit speculating. I want a low profile. Despite my relationship with Mr. Jensen, I want to be recognized for my abilities.
We understand. Mr. Jensen is a business genius. Anyone he favors is no ordinary person. Oh, is this your daughter, Mr. Zink? How pretty. You're so young. Are you already learning management alongside Mr. Zink?
He's my role model. Of course I want to learn from him.
Amazing.
Let's go.
Okay. Talia, what are you doing here?
Talia, who brought you here?
Mommy.
Jane really doesn't know when to quit. I haven't dealt with her yet, and she's shown up at my office. This is unacceptable. Don't mess around.
I'm not here for you. Mommy works here.
You're lying again. How is she qualified to work at such a great company? You're here to get Daddy's attention, aren't you?
If he can work here, why not my mom? Hey, watch your mouth. Do you think anyone can compare to Mr. Zing? Whose child is this? She has no manners. Drag her out.
Talia, tell me the truth. Why have you come here?
I've already told you. Mommy works here.
Let me guess. You want Daddy to give her a job, don't you?
She wants to work here. No way.
With her status now, Mommy doesn't need anyone's help. If she wants it, she can get any position she wants here.
Talia, you're getting bolder and bolder.
Looks like Mr. Zink really dislikes this child. If I handle this right, maybe I can score some points with him. Forget it. I'll find Mommy. Hey, stop! Do you think you can just come and go as you please? You entered the office without permission. Who's to say you didn't steal any important files?
Yes, that's possible. I go to the same school as her. She pretends to be rich, never tells the truth, and likes to steal.
That's nonsense, Nina. I didn't steal anything. There's only one way to find out if you did. We need to check your bag.
That's right. Any file in Jensen Group can involve millions of dollars. For the company's sake, we'll have to search you to be sure.
Don't take my bag! Give it to me.
Mr. Zink, Amy, if you're worried about missing items, we can check the cameras. Going through her stuff would really humiliate her.
Who are you?
Mr. Zink, she's Taylor Smith. She just joined as an intern recently.
Taylor, who told you to speak? Giving up your internship already?
Amy, I just think the child is...
Shut up! If an important file goes missing, you think an intern like you can answer for it? Nina, you were humiliated because of her yesterday. Today, you get your revenge.
Thank you, Daddy.
Mommy!
Talia, are you okay? Roy, you call yourself a man? Talia is your daughter. How could you do this?
She's actually Mr. Zink's daughter? Then why?
I don't even know if she's mine. Jane, do you take me for a fool? I know you're hooking up with that butler. That's why he said you own that mansion. Tell me the truth. How long has it been? Is she that man's daughter?
You betrayed Mommy and had a child with another woman. Yeah, you're accusing her? That's too much.
Shut it! Who are you to butt it?
Daddy, she hurt my wrist. You have to stand up for me.
I got you, Nina. Jane, apologize to Nina at once. Otherwise, I'll have security throw you out.
I'm here to officially report for duty. Who are you to kick me out? What, do you own this company?
You joined Jensen Group too. Who hired her?
I remember now. I think she's a newly hired sales rep.
Since when do we hire trash? What's going on here?
Mr. Zink, please don't be angry. I'll handle this immediately. Offending the manager on your first day? Looking to get fired, are you? HR, fire her now.
To get along with my co-workers, I deliberately told Dad not to reveal who I am. Yet, they're firing me just like that. Fire me? I'm sorry, but nobody here can do that.
Talking big, huh? You're just a junior staff. I could have you gone with just a word.
Get her name out of the company's system. Do it now.
Got it, Amy.
Jane, did your man find you this job? He worked so hard just to get you a lowly junior position. It seems he's pretty mediocre.
Daddy, that man obviously has nothing on you. He's just a man who looks after mansions. Talia, with him as your stepdad, I bet you'll only be a housekeeper when you grow up.
I don't have a stepdad. I only need Mommy and Granddad.
Oh, that rich granddad of yours? Jane, you're such a terrible mother. You brag and lie in front of her. I think she's become delusional.
Daddy, she's already living in a fantasy. She thinks her mother's a wealthy heiress. She also thinks she has a billionaire granddad.
All right, Jane. If you kneel and apologize to Nina, I might let you stay on as a cleaner.
Oh, Mr. Zink, you're way too lenient. She's been so rude to you. Yeah, you're giving her a chance. Didn't you hear that? Get on your knees and apologize.
I know you love getting on your knees, but I'm not like you.
Huh, you wretch! Take it back!
Amy's bad!
Calm down, will you? Did you get it done?
Jane's termination request was rejected. Mr. Jensen rejected it.
That's impossible. She's just a sales rep. Firing her shouldn't need Mr. Jensen's approval.
Granddad dotes on Mommy so much. How would he allow someone to fire her?
Besides, the system shows that Jane's direct supervisor is Mr. Jensen. No one can fire her without his approval.
This has to be a system error. Mr. Zing, are you related to Mr. Jensen? Why don't you ask him what's going on?
Stop smiling.
Roy, hurry up and call Mr. Jensen. You're related to him. Don't tell me you don't even have his number. If not, I can call him for you.
You think you can get in touch with Mr. Jensen? Mr. Zink, this bitch is way too arrogant. Just have him fire her already.
I've never even met Steve. How would I have his number? All this bitch does is cause trouble for me. Jane, this is my first day. I'll let this go. Well, if you work under me, I can make your life miserable. Come on. Step aside.
Mr. Zink, how generous of you. If you dare to talk back again, you won't be this lucky. Thank you, Miss Smith.
It's nothing.
Taylor, why are you hanging out with them? Do you want to pass your probation period?
I'm leaving first.
Hello, Dad?
Rachel, I received your resignation letter. You just started. Did something happen?
I've taken care of that issue. Dad, your company sure is something. Full of useless people clinging to those with power and aren't loyal. Since I'm here, I might as well clean those parasites out.
Princess, we have some fruits here.
Cut them and bring them over.
Okay. Taylor!
Oh, yes.
Don't stand there like an idiot. Slice some fruits.
Okay, I'll go right away.
Wait. Talia, cut some fruits for me.
I'm not going.
Do you have any idea that with just a word from me, I can make your mom get kicked out of this company? If you want her to keep her job, you'd better do exactly what I say.
Nina, you can't get my mommy fired, and the one who will leave is him.
How dare you curse my daddy?
Jane, keep your kid under control. You offended Mr. Zink and upset our princess too.
Princess, huh? You're here to work, not to be a nanny.
Mrs. Zink, someone just delivered 2 invitations. Mr. Jensen will host a party at Porgo Hotel. These invitations are for those who started today.
Then they must be mine. I started today.
She also started today.
Look at how pathetic she is. There's no way the invitation is for her. Get out.
Okay.
Mr. Zink, Mr. Jensen treats our princess well. He even prepared a pink one for her.
I heard Mr. Jensen found his daughter, who's been missing for years. He personally sent this out with such an important welcome home party. It looks like he really plans to groom me as a key talent.
Mommy, aren't those invitations for us?
Roy, return the invitations to us. Roy, return the invitations to us.
Jane, what kind of fantasy are you living in? You're living in your lies. And even trying to scam Mr. Jensen. Who do you think you are? Do you think you're qualified to attend his welcome home party?
Mr. Zink is related to Mr. Jensen. That's why Mr. Zink can attend. You shouldn't even dream about attending the party. Even if you want to be a waitress there, they might not even hire you.
Mr. Jensen's welcoming his daughter back. That party must be a big deal. Mrs. Zink, could we perhaps tag along with you and broaden our horizons?
You two are my right-hand women. Taking you along isn't a problem. But Jane and that intern aren't included here.
We can still go, even without invitations.
Talia, you sure like to brag.
I'll see whether I run into you at the party next Monday or not. All right, I'll treat you two to dinner, but not including that. Let's go.
I've offended our boss. My chances of going permanent are gone.
Miss Smith, you want to attend the party?
Of course I do. But how would they ever invite me to something that high-end?
I'll invite you. I'll tell you a secret. Mr. Jensen is my granddad, and the star of this party is my mommy.
Really?
Tay, someone will pick you up next Monday. It's time to leave. Talia and I will head home first.
Okay. Bye-bye. Did I really hear that right? Is Jane really Mr. Jensen's real daughter?
Daddy, why aren't you taking Mommy to the Jensen's welcome home party?
The slots are limited. The Jensen's daughter is about my age and is still single. If I can get close to her, maybe Jensen Group will be mine one day. I'll be able to attend any party I want in the future. Nina, Mr. Jensen has a granddaughter. You need to be friends with her.
Don't worry. I'm really popular at school.
Good girl. Let's go.
Talia, I thought you were joking with me. I can't believe you really got me in. By the way, where's Jane?
Mommy is on the phone with Granddad. He just landed and won't be here for a while.
Wow! As expected for Mr. Jensen's party, the scale is huge, and there are so many big names here.
All thanks to you. We got to see something like this. It'll be better if you could introduce us to Mr. Jensen.
That's easy. We'll see you later. How did they even get it?
Taylor, how did you come in?
Oh, Amy, Talia brought me in.
Her? Talia, your mom got cozy with the security guard again. How could you possibly get in without invitations otherwise?
Mr. Zink, Amy, please don't say that. Talia's Mr. Jensen's granddaughter. She can enter any time.
What?
Taylor, I think you've been led astray by Jane. You're talking nonsense.
Amy, I'm not lying. I suggest you stop making things difficult for Jane, or you'll end up...
Miss Smith! Taylor, I used to think you were just slow. I didn't expect you to be this clueless. You're ruining your future at this company by hanging around a trashy woman like Jane. Miss Smith, you can't save stubborn people. Let's go. They'll know the truth soon.
Stop there! What are you and your mom scheming?
Daddy, they might be planning to badmouth you to Mr. Jensen.
You brat. Don't even think about affecting my career.
Let go of me!
Mr. Zink, please let Talia go. Once Jane gets here, it'll be over for you.
Taylor, shut up! This is no time to help the other side. Isn't Miss Jensen here?
Wow, she has such a presence. That must be Miss Jensen. Even though she wasn't raised in her family, that presence of hers is no different than the elites. The famous designer, Ella, designed the brand new gown she's wearing, right?
That is right. I heard it is the only piece. The jewelry is worth over $100 million. College socialites tried to reserve it. But Ella said this piece was specially custom-made for her mentor's daughter. It isn't for sale.
Over 100 million? I had no idea the gown Dad sent over was that expensive. Talia!
Mommy!
Jane.
Mommy, you look stunning.
Jane, where is Mr. Jensen?
Jane. You are not Miss Jensen. How dare you impersonate her? How committed you are.
Roy, you are a nobody. I won't bother with you. This party is hosted for me.
Your acting keeps getting better. You pretending to be kind of well off. Don't pretend to be Mr. Jensen's daughter.
Isn't she Miss Jensen?
She's absolutely not Miss Jensen. Her name is Jane. She's my ex-wife. She grew up in an orphanage with no parents. And there's nothing to do with Miss Jensen, other than they are both women. This woman loves vanity. That is why I divorced her. Everyone, please don't be fooled by her.
However, Ella designed the gown she is wearing.
She doesn't have the money to buy it. It has to be a fake. It has to be a fake.
That's right. She's just a low-level sales rep working under Jensen Group. If she really were Mr. Jensen's daughter, she wouldn't have such a job.
The gown she's wearing doesn't look fake at all. If we are wrong and offend the Jensens, no one can take responsibility for it.
I heard Ella has a design trademark. She embroiders an orchid pattern along the neckline of every gown. It's extremely distinctive. And it serves as her anti-counterfeiting mark.
Jane, you deliberately wore a scarf to cover your neckline. Aren't you trying to hide it?
It's an idea I came up with myself that's allowed.
You keep insisting you're the Jensen's daughter. Then do you dare take off the scarf and let everyone see whether there is an orchid pattern or not?
My mommy is rich. Don't mess with her.
Since you're so confident that your mom is rich, why would you be afraid to let us check? I think you're just putting up a front.
Jane, stop pretending.
There's no orchid pattern. She really is a fake.
Jane, stop pretending.
Granddad dotes on Mommy so much. There's no way he would ever give her a fake.
The value is just what others assigned. Even without the orchid pattern, it doesn't change who I am.
Who are you? You're just a fraud.
Jane, I suggest you get out of here while Mr. Jensen and Miss Jensen haven't arrived yet. Otherwise, you won't be just kicked out.
Mr. Zink, there has to be some misunderstanding here. Maybe Ella deliberately chose not to embroider the orchid this time.
Shut up. She just helped you sneak into this hall, and you're lying for her. Taylor, if you keep colluding with her, don't show up at Jensen Group tomorrow.
You heard him. Hurry up and apologize to him. Don't be afraid. My mommy's got your back.
Amy, I'm not wrong. You'll soon realize how badly mistaken you are.
Taylor?
This isn't the occasion for you to hit others.
Daddy, Mommy didn't even come to this party. Why can she be here?
Everyone here is someone of status and reputation. However, this woman impersonated Miss Jensen and sneaked in. Maybe she's here to flirt with a rich man in hopes of marrying him.
Mr. Zink, are you okay?
Bitch! How dare you lay a hand on me?
You're foul-mouthed. It's on you.
Jane, Mr. Zink said nothing wrong. You schemed so hard to sneak into this hall. You're definitely trying to seduce guys.
If you're afraid, don't spout nonsense here.
Jane used to be cautious. Why did she suddenly get so bold?
Mr. Zink, this is the Jensen's welcome home party. If she keeps this up, and Mr. Jensen and Miss Jensen arrive, it will be on you. What are you going to do then?
Mr. Jensen values me so much. If I screw up at this party, it'll definitely affect his impression of me. I absolutely cannot let Jane ruin my career. Jane, for the sake of the Jensens and our distinguished guests, I will not allow you to disrupt this party's proceedings. Security!
Is there a problem?
They don't have invitations. Who let them in?
Ma'am, may I see your invitation?
They took our invitations.
Talia, stop twisting the truth. Mr. Jensen specially made those 2 invitations for my daddy and me. Don't steal them.
Talia, if you had behaved yourself, I might have let you stay to broaden your horizons. However, you're beyond saving. Just like your mom. You're arrogant and full of lies.
Mr. Zink, don't go easy on them. People like them don't deserve any sympathy.
Don't stand there. Hurry up and take action. The Jensens will be here soon. If there's any delay, you'll lose your job.
Miss Jensen was separated from her family. Now that Mr. Jensen has finally found her, he'll place huge importance on this party.
Exactly. This will be her first public appearance. If anything goes wrong, everyone involved will be held accountable.
Since you don't have an invitation, leave immediately.
My mommy is the Jensen's daughter. If she leaves, there's no point in this party anymore.
Talia, you're addicted to acting, aren't you?
Do it.
Throw them out.
Don't touch me!
I said to do it.
Everyone stop.
Rachel, we finally meet.
Is the car ready? You got me late to meeting Rachel and Talia.
I'm sorry, sir. I miscalculated and wasted time. We can leave in 10 minutes.
How dare you disrupt the welcome home party?
Her gown has orchids on it. She's the true Jensen heiress.
Of course she is. Look how elegant she looks. Unlike some people here who are frauds embarrassing themselves in public.
Dad told me that he adopted a girl after I went missing. Is this her?
I'm Roy Zink. I'm a sales manager who's new to headquarters.
Roy Zink. Isn't he Rachel's husband? He doesn't know that Rachel's Jane. A country bumpkin is always a country bumpkin. Your husband's some nobody.
Miss Jensen, she's the one who caused all of this mess. She sneaked in here and pretended she was you. I bet she's trying to catch Mr. Jensen's attention.
That's right. She got the job because of her connection. But she's still a lowly employee even now. She's doing everything she can to marry rich. She's even made her kid lie for her.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. With a mom like her, this kid's ruined for life.
It's unfortunate she has her for a mom.
My mommy isn't like what y'all say she is. She's done a lot for me. She's the best mommy in the world.
For you, everything I do is worth it. You're Sonia, right?
Don't try that with me. Do I even know you?
Why is she being so unfriendly toward me? My dad told me he bought me a gown that's one of a kind. I just don't understand why there's another gown that's exactly the same.
Jane, stop pretending. There's always only been one gown. The one you're wearing is fake.
Fine. Assuming my gown is fake. Does this real gown actually belong to you, Miss Cook?
Jane, you must be crazy. This is an Ella design, so of course it belongs to Miss Jensen. Did you think it'd be yours? People like you only deserve to have fates.
Then what if I told you that the gown she's wearing is actually mine?
Jane, you won't even bother pretending, huh? You're doing this outright, huh? Miss Jensen, she's obviously doing this to stop the party from happening. You're the star at the party, so how can you let her do this to you?
Rachel, you're already acting high and mighty. Before you've officially returned to the Jensens, I'll make you see the reality today. You missed out for over 20 years. You no longer deserve to be Jensen's heiress. You're saying she's a fraud.
That's right. She rented a luxury car so she could pretend to be rich at school. We still have a rental receipt. She even sold herself to cover up for her lies and got together with a butler from some villa. Jane, I feel so ashamed for having ever been with you.
Technically, all guests are welcome. But if someone got the wrong idea and tried to ruin the party, I'll make them pay.
Jane, what's going on?
Miss Smith, please trust my mommy. She is the real heiress. Mommy, call Granddad.
Still pretending, huh? Call Mr. Jensen then. Miss Jensen, let her do it. I'd like to see how far she'll go for this.
Hello?
Why does your dad have a woman's voice?
She really is a fraud.
Why did they hang up? Mr. Jensen left his phone in the lounge. Bring it to him.
Okay.
That's my phone. How could you break it?
Breaking your phone is nothing. Didn't you want to call Mr. Jensen? Why did a woman pick up? You really could have hired better actors. You are just as stupid as ever.
Mommy, when Granddad gets here, they'll know you're the true heiress.
You want to bring this to Mr. Jensen? No wonder you've been dressing up recently. You got your eyes set on Mr. Jensen.
Roy, how dare you say that about Mr. Jensen? You're getting out of hand.
Stop making this about me. I'm saying that you're up to no good. Hey, Miss Jensen, you should get her to apologize now and kick her out before Mr. Jensen gets here. Don't let her disrupt the party.
That's right. She must apologize to Miss Jensen. My mommy isn't a fraud. She doesn't need to apologize to anyone.
Still denying it, huh?
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, Roy, give that bracelet back.
You love this floral bracelet very much, don't you? Apologize to Miss Jensen at once, or you won't ever get it back.
Hey kid, what are you doing here? Where are your parents?
I don't know. This is all I have.
This floral bracelet kept me going through my darkest times. Roy, it's better for everyone not to act drastically now. You'd better not do that.
Why should I do as you say?
Daddy, you know how important the bracelet is to Mommy. Why are you doing this?
This is for her own good. She needs to learn her lesson so she doesn't forget her place.
Roy, I know what you're like, okay? You're trying to suck up to her, huh? You're making a mistake.
Stop dawdling. Apologize to Miss Jensen now. 3, 2.
I'll apologize. I'm sorry.
Why? Can't you apologize properly?
Give it back. Give it now.
Is this how you apologize to Miss Jensen? Shut!
No!
That's a present for Mommy from Grandma who passed away.
It's some cheap trinket from nowhere fancy, no? So it's broken. What's the big deal? Think of it as a warning to you. Now get out. Don't get in Miss Jensen's way.
Roy, we're divorced. Why must you hurt Talia and I over and over again?
Do you think I don't know what you want? Ever since Mr. Jensen put me in headquarters, you've been turning up more often. If you really wanted to be done with me, you'd have transferred schools for Talia. You wouldn't be working at Jensen Group. Now, you just want to get back together, right?
Daddy and Mommy are very happy together. You won't break them up.
Roy, do you think the world revolves around you? This man has damaged my possessions on purpose. You're the security team here, so do something about it. Hand him to the police.
You're causing trouble at the Jensen's party. You want me arrested? I have the support of Mr. and Miss Jensen. Don't just stand there. Do you want to anger Miss Jensen? Get her already.
Ms. Cook, well...
You're disruptive and pose as the heiress. Do you think the Jensens will let this slide? Kick her out now.
Let go of Mommy.
Let me go.
Let go.
Let go now.
Shane, I can't be blamed for this. You've offended Miss Jensen, and I need to gain her favor. How dare you resist? You're really getting out of hand.
Mommy!
What are you doing? Child, why aren't you letting go? Get lost now. Who did this? You've caused trouble at my welcome home party and bullied my precious daughter. Do you want to make the Jensens your enemy?
Mr. Jensen is a kind man who has been involved in charity for years in hopes that it will help him find Miss Jensen. He's never raised his voice at anyone. It's my first time seeing him so enraged.
He'd be fine with most things, but today is the welcome home party where Miss Jensen returns home. How could he let anyone ruin it? Jane, you're in deep trouble.
Mr. Jensen, there's been a small issue at the party. It's my fault for not kicking out the troublemakers in time. But don't worry, it's all settled now. I won't let any harm come to Miss Jensen.
That's right, Mr. Jensen. Luckily, Mr. Zink's here. Just now, the troublemakers tried to bully even Miss Jensen herself.
Mr. Jensen, I know Miss Jensen is very important to you, but with me here, no one can cause Miss Jensen harm.
Who are you?
Is it Mr. Zink, Mr. Jensen's relative?
A relative? Why haven't I heard of a relative like you in my family?
But back when Mr. Zink first came to work, didn't everyone say he's Mr. Jensen's relative who was appointed to headquarters?
What do you say? For Mr. Jensen, every employee of the company is like family. Mr. Jensen, I'm Roy Zink. You arranged for my job at headquarters yourself. You gave me a precious chance, and I won't let you down for sure.
Roy? Aren't you?
We got divorced a long time ago. Also, while we were married, he...
Shut up! Stop spewing nonsense before Mr. Jensen. You're an unfaithful and materialistic one. Why shouldn't I divorce you?
That's not true at all. You courted my mommy for over a year, but you took her for granted afterwards. Not only did you keep a mistress, but you also hit my mommy.
What?
Shut up! Mr. Jensen, don't listen to her. This kid has been brought up all wrong. She's an unrepentant liar. She's always spreading rumors about me. I've done so much for the two of them. They turn on me first. She's dressed like this because she wants to seduce you. But even if you wanted to love her...
Ridiculous! You're full of lies! Ridiculous! You're full of lies! How can someone shameless like you understand the Jensen's company culture? Do you even deserve to work at Jensen Group?
Mr. Jensen, I was wrong. I didn't mean it. You've been loyal to your deceased wife and haven't wanted to marry again since she passed on. I'm talking about her. She's up to no good. She had evil motives for being here.
My precious daughter and sweet granddaughter have been terribly bullied. This is too much. Roy, I want to give you a chance to build your career so you could help my daughter handle the company. I can't believe that you're actually a heartless man. Listen carefully now. From today onward, you'll no longer work at Jensen Group.
Mr. Jensen, give me another chance. I'll do my best to aid Miss Jensen. Miss Jensen, think of how I defended you just now. Put in a good word with Mr. Jensen for me.
I don't even know you.
Somebody come, take him away now.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Jensen, I'm sorry. Mr. Jensen, bitch, you did this to me. I'll make you pay for this.
All Mr. Zink did was say the wrong thing, and he got fired just like that. I'd be in big trouble if I offended Miss Jensen, right? But it's just as well. Now that Roy's fired, I'll get to have his manager position, right?
Why are there two of the same gown? Didn't I just order one to be made?
Mr. Jensen, she's wearing a fake gown.
That's right. She deliberately wore a gown that's exactly the same as Miss Jensen's. She tried to fool everyone by pretending to be the Jensen Iris, but it's obvious to everyone here who the real Iris is.
The gown is fake?
Yes, Granddad. They're all saying that Mommy's gown is fake. What's going on? How can you act all innocent? Who knows where you got the fake gown from? It looks practically the same. You almost fooled us.
Shut up. Sonia, you were in charge of ordering Rachel's gown. Why are you wearing her gown instead?
What? She's not the Jensen Iris?
What's going on? I'm getting really confused. Who's the real Iris here? Are they both faking it?
Rachel's my one and only daughter. Her identity can't be determined by some gown. But if anyone tried to mock her for it, I'll make them pay.
Those cars are limited edition sports cars. Mr. Jensen is giving her 5 units and a deed to Breeze Villa.
Breeze Villa. I heard Mr. Jensen spent billions on building this luxurious villa. I can't believe it was built for Miss Jensen.
Jensen Group's share transfer agreement? Is Steve going to give Rachel all his shares?
Perhaps this might all seem precious to everyone here, but to me, having lost her for over 20 years, there's nothing in this world that can make up for it. But thank goodness that I finally found you again. Rachel, Talia, from now on, I won't let any harm come to you two.
Jane, She's the Jensen heiress?
If you ever appear in Miss Jensen's presence again, you're dead!
Mr. Jensen was mistaken. I was helping her. Let me see Miss Jensen.
This is stupid.
Talia is still in there, but we've been kicked out. If my friends found out, they'd all laugh at me.
Jane, you've ruined me in Mr. Jensen's presence. You ruined my career. I'll make you pay for this.
Rachel, all these years, your mom and I have missed you dearly.
I missed you too as well, Dad.
I can't believe the one in the fake gown is the real heiress. Who is she then? Why is she wearing Miss Jensen's gown?
Sonia, shouldn't you explain why this all happened?
Steve, I just really like Alice's design, so I paid for a replica to be made, but I accidentally sent the replica to Rachel. I didn't mean to do it.
If you sent my mommy the wrong gown by accident, then why did you publicly humiliate my mommy earlier? Or let my daddy break her floral bracelet?
Talia, I really didn't mean to do it. I've never met your mother either. I acted that way because I was misled by what Roy said. Steve, you took me in when I was young. I owe you career life to you. I've always hoped you'd find Rachel. It's Rachel's welcome home party today. And I was worried someone might cause trouble and upset Rachel. Rachel, if you're angry at me, you can hit me.
All right now. This ends here. In the future, think twice before you act.
I got it, Steve. Steve didn't punish me. This must mean he cares for me somehow. Rachel, even a man like Roy can humiliate you easily. You may have returned, but you're still an ignorant nobody.
From today onward, all my shares in Jensen Group is transferred to Rachel's name. I'll be stepping down. Rachel will be fully in charge of the company.
You're handing the company over to Rachel?
Rachel is my daughter. Of course I'm handing it to her. Do you have a problem with that?
I just think that Rachel didn't grow up under your care. She knows very little of the world. She needs to catch up on her skills and knowledge. Also, she's always been a housewife. She doesn't know how to run a company. It might be hard for her to take over suddenly. What's more, I'm sure Rachel thinks so too, right? Why else would she work her way up, am I right?
Lady, you got that wrong. My mommy got into college all by herself. Then she worked part-time and got experience then. There are many sides to the world. I'm sure you haven't seen it all either. My mommy worked her way up, which means she knows that people who do real work are very important. She also knows the harm about those who laze about can cause. My mommy is as capable as anyone else.
Well said, Talia. Rachel is my daughter. How could she ever be lacking?
Dad, I won't disappoint you. Taylor, you're getting a raise.
Thank you, Jane.
Miss Jensen, well,
From the first day I came to work, you've never done anything constructive at all. We don't want idle workers. You're fired.
Miss Jensen, give us another chance. Miss Jensen, I'm begging you.
Stop this and leave.
Just go.
Let the banquet continue. Rachel, Talia, let me introduce you to friends of mine. Let's go.
Jane, don't get too cocky yet. You won't always win.
Talia, this is your favorite mango cake.
Thank you.
Have a taste. Lorna, where's my father?
He's very happy that you're back, so he drank quite a bit. He's resting upstairs.
Lorna.
Huh?
You know I hate mangoes. Didn't I say? Mangoes weren't allowed in this house. Take it away.
Miss Cook, Talia likes mango cake. I made it especially for her, but don't worry. Your dessert has no mango in it.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Lorna, you've worked here for over 10 years now. How can you be so clueless? Are you already sucking up to her? On the first day she's returned?
No,
Lorna, I want to visit my mom's grave tomorrow. Please prepare for it.
Okay, I'll go now.
Lorna, did I say you could go?
It's all right. Just go.
Rachel, you just have to cause trouble, huh?
Can't bear faking it already? Talia just wanted to have a mango cake. No one's making you eat it. Why do you have to make a fuss? Like we need your permission to have cake. Who's the one causing trouble here?
You just got back, and you're lording me over already. Don't forget, I've lived here far longer than you have.
Granddad said took you in as an act of goodwill so that he'd find Mommy sooner. You had the life you got because of my mommy.
Do you hear that? My daughter has a clearer head than you. If you must compare yourself to me, in this family, you're the only outsider.
So what if you are the true Jensen heiress? I'm the one who grew up in Steve's care. He treats me like his own daughter. I'd be his ire. If you hadn't turned up suddenly, you're the outsider here.
You sound so righteous for taking what's mine. Shamelessness will get you everywhere in this world. About the gown situation earlier, Dad and I let things slide for the sake of the family reputation, but I'm not a pushover. If I were you, I'd learn my place in this family and not think of me as an imaginary enemy.
Rachel, you should be keeping your head down now that you've returned. How dare you act high and mighty with me?
Mom, I'm done.
Let's go to your granddad upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
You've lost your job and got blacklisted. We'll all go down with you now.
How is it my fault? It's that bitch Jesus ruining my life! Who are you?
Hello? You're Roy, right? Do you want your job back?
Yes, I want it. I want it back so bad.
If you do, then do as I say.
Mom, I'm back. Talia, say hi to Grandma.
Hi, Grandma. I'm Talia. Mommy and I are here to visit you.
Mom, recently, I've been dreaming of you. I dreamed of what you said to me once. You asked me back then, why a flower that blooms in winter smells sweeter. I didn't know why then. You told me the sweetness of life is refined in the harshness of winter. You told me not to fear stormy weather because of the blooming of life requires the trials of hardship. Mom, your words have kept me going until now. Mom, I'll look after Dad. I'll come visit you often.
Grandma, bye now.
Roy? Why are you here?
Jane, you ruined my life. I won't let you live either.
Let go!
Go!
Let go now!
I'm done!
Run!
Stop there!
Let go! Talia! Go!
Stop there!
Run!
Come back!
Mommy!
Hurry! Talia, run! Talia! Roy, are you crazy? Let me go right now!
If you hadn't told Mr. Jensen these lies about me, he'd be impressed with me. I'd have a bright future. You ruined my career!
Roy, he moved you to headquarters. Because of me, you failed at your job and lost your opportunity. Who's to blame but yourself?
There's just us now. Why are you still pretending? Shane, you've always acted high and mighty ever since we met. Don't think I don't know this. You've never respected me at all.
I've never thought that way about you. It's your low self-esteem telling you that no one respects you.
Shut up! How dare you say that about me? Do you think you're much better? If you had self-respect, why did you pose as Miss Jensen?
I told you, I'm Rachel Jensen. Sonia's the fraud.
You think I'd set you free by saying you're Miss Jensen? Jane, sadly for you, you offended the real Miss Jensen. She offered me my future in exchange for your life. So no matter what happens today, there's no way you walk out of here alive.
What did you say? Sonia told you to abduct me?
It's late now. Why aren't Rachel and Talia home yet?
Oh, Steve, don't worry. Perhaps Rachel just misses Sheila too much and went for a walk afterward.
But she won't pick up her phone.
Granddad! Granddad!
Why is this brat back here?
Talia, what happened to you? Where's your mom?
Granddad, you must save Mommy. Daddy abducted her.
What? Jeff, track down where Roy is now and let me know. Act fast! Roy, how dare you abduct my daughter? I'll make you pay painfully for this.
Roy, you idiot! You'd better get rid of Rachel before Steve finds her.
You offended Miss Jensen when you posed as her at the welcome home party. Isn't it natural for her to hate you for it? Jane, it's your fault for drawing too much attention. You could have posed as anybody. Why did you choose Miss Jensen? What did you think you'd get for offending her?
Gasoline? Roy, what are you doing?
Miss Jensen wants you dead. I have no choice. We were a couple once. I'll make the fire burn faster, so you won't have to suffer so much.
Roy, Sonia's lying to you. If anything happened to me, you'll never get what she promised you.
How dare you jinx it for me? You'll see in the afterlife. I'll take everything that's rightfully mine.
Roy! Talia saw you abduct me. If you start this fire, your career and future will really be ruined.
You want to scare me? Talia's just a kid. What's more, she's delusional. She's not right in the head with anyone. Believe her?
Roy! Sonia is using you to get rid of me. If I died, the police will find out you did this. You'll lose. In the end.
You must think you're important, huh? You're just an orphan with no status or family. Your death means nothing. Who'd care about it? If you think it's unfair, find a family like Miss Jensen's in your next life. That way, no one could bully you anymore.
Mommy, please be okay.
Drive faster.
Got it, Steve.
Goodness. What's wrong?
Steve, I think the car just broke down.
What do we do? Mommy's waiting for us to save her.
Jeff, send us a car now. Hurry!
It's been long enough now. We'll only find her corpse when we arrive.
Roy! If you release me now, I'll pretend none of this ever happened. And I'll give you $5 million.
Do you think I'm stupid, huh? If I did that, how'd I get $5 million? Would that butler of yours give me the money?
I told you, I'm the true Jensen heiress. Sonia's fake. If you kill me, you'll regret it.
Even if I did regret it, you won't live to see it.
Stop!
Mommy!
This idiot. It's been so long, and he hasn't killed her yet.
Mr. Jensen, why are you here?
Roy! How dare you abduct my daughter? You're too audacious!
What? Jane's your daughter?
Roy, I told you this. You never believed me.
Jane is Mr. Jensen's daughter. If we didn't get divorced, I'd be his only son-in-law. I've single-handedly ruined my own future. Bitch! You tricked me? You're not the Jensen heiress at all!
You're ridiculous. I don't even know you.
You told me to abduct Jane, Mr. Jensen. Jane, this isn't my fault. She lied to me.
Sonia, what's going on?
Steve, I really don't know Roy. I can't have told him to do this. He was the one who bullied Rachel at the welcome home party. He said Rachel cheated on him with another man. He must have adopted her. As revenge.
Bitch, you set me up. Yeah? Ah!
Steve, I have nothing against Rachel. Why would I hurt her?
Because you think I might replace you in the Jensen family. Because you think with me gone, you'll inherit everything the Jensen owns, including Dad's trust.
Rachel, I've never thought that before. All these years, I've been helping Steve look for you.
Sonia, stop pretending. Dad, do you trust me? Sonia's the culprit.
You're my daughter. Of course I trust you.
Steve, you took me in when I was 6. Over the years, I've come to think of you as my own father. Compared to Rachel, I've lived with you for far longer. But now, you trust her just like that. I'm so disappointed in you. Come in here!
Sonia, what do you mean by this?
Steve, I've told you more than once that I like to be official adopted, but you never agreed. Since I never got the love I wanted, I had to make sure my future was secure. Hire men who would risk their life to money. I'll pay them handsomely.
Rachel is my daughter. I can't hurt her by adopting another child as my daughter before she's found. But you've been in my care for years. You're like family to me, and I've never mistreated you. Is this how you repay me now?
You hurt me first. I've suffered too much in life. I don't want to live a life of poverty and shame again. I can't go back to that life. Don't blame me for doing this.
Sonia! Let Talia and Dad go. It's me, your actor.
Don't waste your breath. If I let Steve go, will I get away with this?
You're killing so many of us. Can you get away with it?
I've been in your care for years now. I've learned a thing or two from you. You're Rachel's ex-husband. You held a grudge against her, adopted her. And Steve, you fought Roy to death to save your precious daughter. Then you all die in a fire. Isn't that a pretty story?
You mad woman! Let me go!
You worthless, incompetent fool. Only an idiot like Rachel would have fallen for a man like you.
Don't move.
Sonia, you have one last chance. Think carefully. Stop this now.
Steve, don't you see what's going on? You are now at my mercy. Get her! What's going on? Who do you work for? What's happening?
Sonia, do you think you're the only one who came prepared? You're not capable enough yet to make them turn on me.
Mr. Jensen, we tracked where Roy is.
Steve, let's go and save Rachel.
Granddad, can Sonia not come along with us? She doesn't like Mommy.
So it's you, you wretched brat. You ruined my plans. So you've never trusted me. Oh, this while.
Look at what you've done. How can you expect me to trust you? Take them away. Hand them to the police.
Steve!
Mommy, I'm not too late, am I?
No. Dad.
This time, I finally got to protect you.
Our lives returned to normal. Sonia and Daddy also paid the price for their actions. Oh, right. When in jail, Daddy discovered something important.
Elena, you're all I have now. I promise to be good to you when I'm out of here.
Huh. I'm here today to divorce you. Don't think I didn't know you flirted with the Jenseneers behind my back.
Elena, I can explain.
Luckily, Nina isn't your daughter. You spent years caring for her, so I got something out of it too.
It's no longer any of my business what their lives will turn out to be. As for Mommy and I, she's running the company and is very busy. But she still takes time to take me to school, and she still does it by bicycle. Only this time, no one doubts who we are anymore.